Hi friends, welcome. Myself Professor Arvind Gupta. As previously I told you that I will explain how you can build your own application. In process, you have to know about the programming language. I already told you in my previous videos that how you can design your own application by using certain programming languages and some databases. So in the process, meanwhile, we can understand how programming language works. So how the concepts are in which where programming language have different concepts and in data types. So we are right now discussing data types in C and C++. So I hope some of you know that data types in C and C++ are used to store some of the variables. So if you have some variables, then you have to declare a variable through a data type. So if you have a data type, then variable can be stored in memory. So if you want to store a variable, so you require a data type. And a variable to store your data types. So we have in C and C++, we have certain data types that are primary, derived, and user defined. So you can categorize these type of data types in C and C++. So first of all, we are discussing about how a primary data types in C and C++. How we can adapt these type of data types in our application. So first of all, you need to know that these data types are predefined or pre-built. That means in this programming language, we already return the definition of these data types in this programming language. That means integer is already declared in the C and C++ programming language. If you want to inherit this property into your application, then you have to use these data type in your application. So integer is a predefined or pre-built data type. You can say primary or pre-built. Pre-built data type. Pre-built, or you can say predefined. Predefined data type. So these type of data types are predefined and already built into the memory, and these data types you can access in your application. So how you can access these type of data types? That means some of the integers value, characters value, boolean value, for floating type value, double floating type value, void and void character type. If you have certain data types, if you have certain variables, if you have some variables, like if you want to store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and any of the number, then how can you store into memory within your application? So you have to know about the integer data type. That integer you can use integer, that means it is declared as this type, like this, int integer, and a variable name which is used to store your value. For example, 3. So these type of data type you can store your variable within this type of data type. Okay, so this is the integer type variable, and if you store any variable in this type of data type, then you can store up to 4 bytes. So in memory, it will be store 4 bytes of data types. 4 bytes. It will store 4 bytes. So in memory, it will be stored at 4 bytes. So it will capture the memory. How much memory? 4 bytes. If you want to store a character data type, means character type, that means A for apple, B for ball, or C for cat. Any of the data type, even any of the variable you want to store, then you can store into character type value. Clear? So you can understand that character type is a data type. You can use char in place of a character and a variable name, and you can store this type of variable. I will explain how we can use this type of data type in application development. But right now we are understanding that what are these type of data types. It is already written or predefined data type which is stored into your programming language. So compiler has a responsibility to use and store your values. So compiler has the responsibility to store this type of value, and compiler need to know that integer you are using integer data type for your variable or any other data type for your variable. So you can directly and easily store your values. So if you have Boolean values like true and false, I must say character is stored will store 1 byte of data. So I already mentioned that integer will store 4 bytes, character will store 1, Boolean will store true and false, floating point will store 4 bytes, double floating point will store 8 bytes, and void is valueless, and void character is 2 or 4 bytes. So if you store Boolean data type, then you have to store true and false values. If your condition is true and if your condition is false, then you can use to store these type of values. So floating point data type is used to store some values which are decimal point values. If you want to store decimal point value, then you will use float. So float will used in place of a variable to store a decimal values. You can store pi values also, pi value or any other which is decimal place value. Then you can store into floating point data type. So if you want to store double floating point data type, then you can store also into double floating point data type. I will explain in my next video that how you could use these type of data types. But for understanding, you must say that this is predefined data type and void is the valueless. And void character will use 2 or 4 bytes of data. So in next, I will explain how derived data types is used to store. If you want to use derived data types, so you can derive your own data type, but you have to use these type predefined. It is also predefined, means this derived type of data type is predefined data type also, but this includes you can include in this type of data type predefined data type as well. If a function is declared, then in a function you can create your own values through primitive or pre-built different data types. Okay. If you have any problem, you can kindly comment on my videos. So I will explain what is really happened in this situation. So if you have any problem, you can comment on it. Okay. Next is array. So how array will store this type of values? So array will store homogeneous collection of data type. Homogeneous values array will store. So if you declare an array, so you can store n number of elements which are similar, and pointer will, if it is a derived data type, the pointer will place, or pointer is also a data type which will use to store a value within a memory location. So pointer will show a pointer value which is a reference of a value which will store into a memory. So it will provide an address of a variable. And reference is also the same condition. You can use as the data type value, derived data type value, by which you can store as the values. So user defined. So you can understand that predefined or pre-built data type and derived data types. But if you want to know about the user defined data type, then you can use user defined data type. That means class, structure, union, enum, type def. So this is the user defined data type, and you can use user defined data type as in your application.